One of the things we love about Android is its ability to customize its look and feel just by installing a new app, specifically a launcher. It's so popular and there's so many out there, we've got our own Launcher Wars series. Today we're going to talk about Launcher Wars 7, the Regina Launcher. I'm Joe Levi, this is Pocketnow. Let's go take a look. The first thing you're going to notice about Regina Launcher is how heavily into 3D it is. To see exactly how deep, all you've got to do is start looking at your home screens. Now take a look at that. I'm actually feeling a vibration as it changes to each different home screen in the panel there. This is what they call their cover flow version. You can also change this in the settings to a circular carousel if you want to do that. But very 3D-like, very nice, very fluid. It does take a little bit of time to initialize to get into that. But even when you're just flipping from side to side, you have nice animations, nice transitions. Not quite as fast, but then again, it can't be if you're going to experience those nice animations and transitions in there. Something else you can do if you don't want to wait for that, you can drag your bar on the bottom left to right, just to switch between them. Works really well, really intuitive as well. I was quite impressed with how fluid and easy it was, how simple it was to change different home screens in 3 different manners that I've shown you here. Let's go ahead and look at some other things. You'll notice that we've got kind of an integrated weather with current time clock. It's actually showing the time as being 05:59, which means it's 5 a.m. even though it's 17:59. So it's not respecting the time settings as much as I'd like it. But you can come into the settings. Notice the nice 3D animation effect there. We can change the hour mode over to 24 hours right there, and that should take care of my issue. We'll go back now, and it should update to the correct time. Now you also noticed a nice rotating animation. Everything about Regina Launcher 3D is 3D. It is animation. Really kind of nice. Again, nice fluid transitions and animations. I've got my calendar down here. For some reason it's not pulling in my calendar events, but I can tap on them to get into it. Really kind of a weird bug there, but I think it's because I've got multiple calendars set up. Let's look at another widget. This is my to-do list. Now these widgets are kind of there and they're kind of not. To get advantages with all these extra widgets, you have to go to the Play Store and download and install them. It's kind of a pain that you have this cool launcher and then you gotta go and get another 4 or 5 or 6 widgets to make it look really cool. But that's what they did. Whether you like it or not, that's what we've got. Some other stuff, this is the App Manager widget. And if we want to add something, let's go ahead and long press. You'll notice I've got this new interface. Really kind of cool. I can add Regina widgets. This is what I've got installed. Or I can add regular Android widgets, shortcuts, or folders. I don't know if you can tell all that well. We've got a tab here and we've got another tab on the bottom, so we can edit. We can edit a workspace wallpaper. In this case, I've got just this nice wood grain wallpaper, and I can change the workspace name. Now, workspaces are kind of interesting. I can have an entire workspace set up for home, one set up for work, one set up for even secret if I want to. Let's come on back over here. Let's just go ahead and add a shortcut. Now you're kind of familiar with this. It's the old gingerbread style. Let's add, what do we want to add here? Currents. Let's put that on the screen. So we'll just select that. And there we have it. We can pick it up and move it to wherever. And we have these nice guidelines to show me where I can and can't drop this. So really kind of cool. We'll put it right there in the middle. And you see that nice ripple effect whenever I drop something. Not really when I add it, but when I move something around to another location. Now, all of this is 3D, and we talked a little bit about wallpapers. You'll notice this is not a live wallpaper, and in fact, this is not compatible with live wallpapers at all. So if that's something you like, I'm sorry you're out of luck, but it's because there's too much of an overhead to do all of this cool 3D stuff and a live wallpaper all at the same time. So you just kind of have to live without it, and if that doesn't suit your fancy, there are other launchers that you can try. Let's go ahead and take a look now in our app drawer. We'll open that up. If you can tell in the background, you have kind of a ghosted silhouette of your home screen that you just left, and then a nice animation up here on your paginator. It's got some nice 3D tilting action going on. Really quite quick. I can flip through, really fast and go back home really quickly. So that's about all it is. If we want to go in and look at settings, there are a few things in here. There's this secret menu that we were talking about. You can either set a password or just hide it. If you have, I don't know, your Android fanboy secret area, I guess you could have, and you'd want to hide that from all of your Android friends. But you can do that. Workspace transition effect. Again, cover flow is what we have now. Circular rail, we'll switch it to that. I can only do that in the Pro version. Now, the version I'm showing you is free. There are some limitations. That's one that you just saw. Another one is you're limited to 5 workspaces. You want more than that? Go ahead and pay. It's about $3 US to get the professional version, but the standard free version is every bit as functional as long as you don't want either one of those two things. That was really all I could see the difference in. Vibration, if you don't want to have vibration, you think it's a pain, I like it. You can turn it off. You can back up and restore. You can turn on and off various different reflections to help speed things up. Magnification, you can do that as well. Turn it on or off. Anti-aliasing to smooth things out. Scroll effects. These are just speed. If you want more speed, or if it's being a little bit too slow and you want to speed it up to a tolerable level, go ahead and play with those. Restart the launcher, and of course reset to defaults, which I really like. Once you've customized something and messed around with it, you might want to just start all over again from scratch. Well, this lets you do it really easily. Version 1.2 is what we're showing you right here. It's very nice. I've been running this for some time now, and other than a few little quirky things, I haven't noticed any problem with battery life or any intolerable, I guess would be the good word, slowdown because of all of the advanced features. Now, this is a relatively high-end phone. It's a Galaxy Nexus GSM, so it's a dual-core 1.2. It's got plenty of RAM in it, so it's near the high end of the spectrum. But overall, I've really liked it. Once you get familiar with it and how it works, it's just a joy to use. Did we miss something that you wanted to see covered? Let us know in the comments over at Pocketnow.com. If you like what we're seeing here with this cool 3D, give the video a big thumbs up. And of course, head on over to Pocketnow so you can stay up to date on the new upcoming Launcher Wars, because there's plenty more to cover. Showing off Regina Launcher in Launcher Wars 7 for Pocketnow, I'm Joe Levi.